Open a savings account. Having all of your money in one account is not a good idea. For example, if you get paid, you might spend money on food, clothes or other items. It's much harder to keep track of your money if it is all in one account. So by opening a savings account, you can specifically choose how much you want to save each month. That way, you know you've got a certain amount left for spending and you've got a certain amount locked away, which will help you prevent from touching that in your savings account. Move any unspent money into your savings account. Ideally, you want to do this either at the end of the month or the night before you get paid. The reason for this is, if you've got leftover money just sitting around in your current account, you're much more likely to spend it on unnecessary stuff that isn't going to become an asset to you. If you do this repeatedly, it will really build up your savings account nicely. And what you'll find is, if you get really good at this, you will actively try to save more for the end of the month so you can add a lot more into your savings account. It's a really great way of topping up your savings account quickly. Zero out or round out your money. Now what I mean by this is, it's much harder to keep track of your money if it isn't rounded to the nearest zero. So ideally what you want to do at the start of the month, as soon as you get paid, allocate your money for bills and savings, but always round it to the nearest zero. It means it's much more easy for you to remember how much you've saved or how much you're spending. Would you rather have the cash? Have you ever bought something and regretted buying it later on? Wishing you hadn't spent the money, feeling like you've wasted money. Why did I buy that? It was a silly purchase, it was a bit of a spontaneous purchase. I know I have. So what I've put into practice in my life every day is this. When I go out to the shop and I see something I like, be it a t-shirt, a pair of shoes or anything I want really, the first thing I think to myself is, would I rather have the cash or would I rather have the item?
Yeah, no, show you the money. Not show you, show me the money. Show me the money. Yeah, louder. Show me the money.
Now, 9 times out of 10, I would much rather have the cash. And what I also think is, do I really need this? Have I got something that is already doing the job for me? And it's a great way of controlling your spending and really stopping those spontaneous purchases. Now, it can be hard. There is sometimes, moments where you really want it. But unfortunately, you do have to make sacrifices if you want to build up your finance and your savings. So next time you're out, try it. If you see something that you want, think to yourself, would I rather have the cash or would I rather have the item? It's a really great way of controlling that spontaneous purchasing. How many hours does it cost? This is something to think about before buying an item. Think, how many hours have you had to work for you to be able to buy this item? For example, you earn £10 per hour and you want a new TV. That TV costs £500. So that means it's going to take you 50 hours just to work for that TV. Now it's easy to say 50 hours, but if you sit there and really think about how long 50 hours of work is, it's quite a lot. So you really have to think about something before you buy it. How long has it taken me to work for this item? Of course, if you've worked for this specifically and you really want it, go ahead. No one's stopping you. It's entirely your choice, but it's just something else you can implement in your life to help you stop those spontaneous purchases and just think, I've worked quite a lot of hours today. If I buy this, it means I've kind of halved my day's rate, essentially. You don't have to live your life, buy this 24/7, but it's just another idea you can implement into your routine to stop those spontaneous purchases to really save your bank account. Remember, money speaks one language. You save me today, I'll save you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys on what topic you might like me to go over next, and I will see you in the next one.